facing the police every single day.
5:02 the time this Wednesday, an Indian River County deputy sworn in and fired all within 24 hours, now charged with child pornography.
The sheriff tells us this: the 19-year-old is accused of asking a female student at a local high school to send him inappropriate photos on the social media app Snapchat.
Yeah, Victor Jorge staying on top of this. Victor, what have you been able to learn?
Yeah, well, we heard about from the sheriff yesterday. The sheriff made it very clear there's zero tolerance for any of this inappropriate behavior in his department, anywhere in the county, really. The sheriff said normally arrest photos of deputies are not released, but he says this case is different because there could be other victims out there. Now, take a look at your screen here. This is the deputy accused of having inappropriate pictures of at least one underage female student at Vero Beach High School. His name, Cromer, and this morning he's being held at Indian River County Jail. Now, officials say on Monday he showed up at Vero Beach High School. That's when a female sounded the alarm that he had been contacting her on Snapchat, asking for photos, and she felt very uncomfortable. The sheriff said they found an overwhelming amount of images and messages on this deputy's phone.
I can tell you that today, as a result of that early analysis, and we're talking about over 100 gigs of data, we have booked him into our jail on one count of possession of child pornography. Cromer is no longer an employee of the Indian River County Sheriff's Office.
Now, the sheriff went on to ask the public for any help identifying any potential victims, additional victims. They say his Snapchat handle was also his name, so they're asking anyone who may have been in contact with him to call the sheriff's office.
Victor, have we heard anything from the high school? This would be Vero Beach High School about this.
Yeah, so definitely disturbing details here. After his arrest, Vero Beach High School released this statement. We are deeply troubled by the arrest of a newly hired IRCSO deputy for soliciting inappropriate photos from underage students at Vero Beach High School. This individual was not working at the high school.
Okay, authorities saying there are at least 4 victims they believe that they know of right now. Again, saying there could be more out there. Victor, thank you.
A last-minute news conference was called by the Indian River County Sheriff's Office tonight.
Sheriff Eric Flowers announcing one of his deputies has been arrested just 24 hours after being sworn in. A teenage girl came forward alleging the deputy had been inappropriate with her on social media. CBS 12's Katie Benty joining us live from Vero Beach outside the sheriff's office with the details. Katie?
Liz, now former Deputy Cromer is behind bars tonight with one count of possession of child pornography. But this investigation is far from over. Deputies say that this brave teen may have been the first to come forward, but she wasn't the only one. Now, this 19-year-old Indian River County local was sworn into law enforcement as a deputy yesterday, and by sundown, they had a search warrant for his phone. Sheriff Eric Flowers says while Cromer was on call at Vero Beach High School, the victim recognized him and came forward. The young woman claims Cromer had been asking her to send naked photos and videos over Snapchat. She told deputies just seeing him in person made her uncomfortable. And she wasn't alone. Flowers says 4 victims have already come forward, and after searching his phone, he believes there are more.
He was telling people, I'm going to be law enforcement, I'm very powerful. He was forcing these girls. They said they were very uncomfortable with the entire circumstance, and they felt like they had no choice but to do these things, and that's just completely unacceptable.
Cromer was booked into the Indian River County Jail on a $15,000 bond, but now Sheriff Flowers is asking for the public's help. Now, Cromer used his name, Cromer, as his Snapchat handle. Sheriff Eric Flowers believes that there are more people out there that may have been in contact with him, and he's asking those victims to come forward. It will remain private. Reporting live in Indian River County, I'm Katie Benty, CBS 12 News.
After tonight's announcement, Vero Beach High School posted this on Twitter saying, quote, "We are deeply troubled by the recent arrest of a newly hired Indian River County Sheriff's Office deputy for soliciting inappropriate photos from underage students at Vero Beach High School. This individual was not working at our school. The safety and well-being of our students is our highest priority."